Word to your mother, boys and girls. It's your boy Sniper Wes coming at you here from playerprofit.com on Tuesday, April 15th. It's tax day, so let's try to make some money to pay our taxes. Or maybe you're getting a refund, who knows. Anyway, I am Sniper Wes. You can find me over on Twitter at @thesniperpicks, and you can like and subscribe to the channel. It does help my analytics. I would appreciate it. Coming at you here from playerprofit.com, which is fantastic. It's a website you can go to that gives you a bunch of money on leverage, right, to play with versus the house. All you have to do is deposit a little bit of money, and they give you a huge bankroll to play with. So who would not like that? I totally like it. But anyway, playerprofit.com. This is basically how it works. Here's your website. You go to playerprofit.com, and you can sign up with a username and password. And once you're in, you go to challenges. And then this will bring you to the options. So you can get a $1,000 account for $30. You can get a $5,000 account for $125. You can get a $10,000 account for $250, so on and so forth. You can get up to $100,000 to bet on sports with for a $1,000 deposit. So it's quite fascinating and quite interesting, to be honest with you. Basically, here's the rules and regulations. You get 20, so you have to pass a two-phase challenge, phase 1 and phase 2. Very simple. You get 20 picks per phase. And, well, here, let me go to the $1,000 account just so you, because most people are probably just going to start with a $1,000 account for a $30, deposit. And you get 20 picks, and you get to risk $50 a game. That's your max bet, okay? You need to grow this account from $1,000 to $1,200. You need to make $200, okay? Very simple. Once you get this account up to $1,200, you go to phase 2, and then you start again, okay? Once you pass phase 2, you get to funded, which means you have a fully funded account with $1,000 in it, or $100,000 if you signed up for that account, whichever one of these you signed up for, and you get to keep 70% of the winnings, which I think is more than fair. They're giving you all kinds of money to play with, and you get to keep 70% of what you win. Very fair deal, right? So Sniper1 is your promo code. You go to playerprofit.com, you sign up, and you get to, make money. As long as you get to a funded account, and you get to keep 70% of the winnings. So very simple. So anyway, I do have 3 free plays for you guys here today. I am going to go over them with you here, and we are going to bet them together on playerprofit.com. So we're going to start in the NBA. I'm taking a look at Atlanta and Orlando. This is one of the play-in games. So the Hawks are obviously getting 5.5 points here. Let's see where they are on player profit, actually. Let's see if it's 5.5 over here on player profits. We're getting 5. It's cool. I still like it, though. So we're getting 5 points here on player profit. And so here's the deal. The Hawks, if you take a look at the splits here, the Hawks, they have a fantastic offense. The number 5 offense in the league. They score 118 points a game. But the Magic, they have one of the best defenses in the league. They only allow 105.5 a game. That's why they're number 1 in the association as far as defensively as it relates to points per game, right? So if you flip the script here and you take a look at Orlando's offense versus Atlanta's defense, Orlando, they have one of the worst offenses, and Atlanta has one of the worst defenses. So something has to give here, but I really do like the Hawks. So the Hawks, they've actually had Orlando's number. I think there's something like 14-5 straight up against Orlando in the last 19 meetings. So just take the spread out of it. As far as who wins the game, Atlanta's 14-5 against Orlando the last 19 games. So that's quite interesting, right? They kind of have their number. And these two teams actually played each other. If you look at the head-to-head, they played each other on April 13th, which was Sunday. And Atlanta beat, Atlanta beat Orlando 117-105, and that was just a couple days ago. So I think that's going to bode well for their confidence. I like Atlanta here. I'm going to take the 5 points. It's 5.5 at BetMGM, but Player Profit has 5. We're going to come over here to Player Profit. We are going to bet this game. I am going to take the 5 points with the Atlanta Hawks here, and we are going to risk $50 just because that's my max bet on the $1,000 account. $50 wins $45, right? And we are going to hit submit, and the bet is placed successfully. So moving on over to Major League Baseball. I like Atlanta and Toronto under the posted total. This actually isn't listing odds, but last I looked, it was 8. I think it's 8 over at Player Profit. Yes, 8 over at FanDuel too. So The pitching matchup, we get Spencer Schwellenbach, say that 10 times fast, and we get Kevin Gausman on the mound for Toronto. Gausman's a pretty good pitcher. If you want to take a look at his numbers here, so far, so he has 3 starts, 6 innings, 5 innings, 8 innings. His last start, he pitched against Boston, 8 innings, 0 earned runs, only gave up 4 hits, didn't walk anybody. So he's coming off a fantastic outing. And then Schwellenbach is really good this year. So far, he's probably the best pitcher in baseball. 3 outings. He's given up 1 earned run in 3 outings. He faced the Phillies, Marlins, and Padres, 3 teams that can swing the bats. He went, 6 innings, 8 innings, 6 innings. And, just fantastic. His ERA is 0.45. His whip is 0.6. So, I'm going to take the under here between Atlanta and Toronto. So, we're going to come up here. We're going to go to baseball. And we are going to find Toronto and Atlanta. This game is in Toronto, by the way. So under 8, we are going to risk $50. And we are going to bet this game. $50 to return 43. Place pick and bet play successfully. All right, our final play. We are going to go to Vegas and Calgary in the NHL. So here's the deal with this game. My thought process is, if you take a look at the standings, the playoff picture. So Vegas, if you see right here, Vegas, they have 107 points. They're not going to catch Winnipeg, who's 7 points ahead of them in the standings. But Dallas is right on their tail. In fact, if Dallas could supersede them here if Vegas doesn't keep winning. So Vegas has all the motivation in the world to keep winning because they don't want the 3 seed. They want the 2 seed, right? As it sits right now, they would play Minnesota, as opposed to having to play Edmonton. So they would really rather face Minnesota than they would Edmonton, right? And the Flames are not going to make the playoffs, unfortunately for them. They're off 2 wins also, so they could have a letdown spot. And the fact that they're not making the playoffs, I mean, their head's really not in the game. So I'm going to take Vegas here. It's really juicy here. It's actually minus 142. It wasn't that juicy earlier when I looked, but it's cool. I'm going to take Vegas. They're the more talented team, and they need the game. They need the game very badly. So I'm going to take the Vegas Golden Knights here over the Calgary Flames. And it is right here. It's minus 135 on player profit. So, not terrible juice. We're going to risk 50 to win. Projected win $37. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to select this game. Place pick. And boom, there you go. So I have my 3 plays in at player profit over there for the day. And don't forget to use the promo code Sniper1. That'll get you 10% off. I understand. I get it. If you're only paying $30 for the $1,000 account, that's only going to save you $3. But if you get a $5,000 account or $10K or $50K or $100K, that's a lot of money you're saving at 10%. So Sniper1 is your promo code. Playerprofit.com. That is where you want to go to get one of these funded accounts. They give you a ton of money just for depositing a little. If you pass the challenges, if you pass the phases, you get funded. You get to take 70% of the money. Why wouldn't you want to do it, right? So, playerprofit.com, promo code Sniper1. I am Sniper Wes. You can find me over on Twitter at @thesniperpicks, and you can like and subscribe to the channel. It does help our analytics. I'll be back tomorrow with some more free plays, and we'll do it all over again. And until then, peace out and keep firing.